Hey guys, it's Justin again with another work in progress video. So it's been a long time since I've done one of these. So we're kind of doing it kind of old school style. We're going to kick it back a little bit. We're going to do it the way I used to do it. We're going to talk about what I've done, where I'm at with the kit, and then plans moving forward. This is actually my second time shooting this video just because I had some problems with the default settings. I've moved to a new computer, so bear with me. So what I've got in front of me is the Master Grade Sazabi WIP Infinite Dimensions Resin Conversion Kit to turn this. It's basically just a dress-up kit. Here's the leg. This is kind of where I'm at right now. I put some armor on it so I can show you guys what it looks like. There's a couple like little paint chips like right here. Um, that's all going to be fixed. Don't worry about that. It's just a little bit of paint pulled in a couple spots. So a little bit of fixing that needs to be done. But here's some pieces I painted over the past couple days. This is the other leg, so just some nice glossy red. And this is Mr. Color number 3, red. There you go. Nothing crazy added to it. Just thinned it down, sprayed it on, put a gloss coat over top of it, and then we're going to use that as our base for everything. So the plan is, you can kind of see it on some of these pieces. Let's see if I can pull one of these off without disturbing too much. So here's what the leg looks like now. This isn't done. Still has a lot of work to do, but we've got the base red, and then you'll definitely see the dark metallics there. But over here on the front, it's not super easy to see it on camera, at least on my TV anyway. There's a second shade of red in there. It's kind of scattered throughout. So what I've done is this first little bit has been kind of my test bed for the colors that I want to use. So we're starting with the normal red. We're moving to a lighter red, and then we're going to come in and just poke in a few spots of the dark red, and keep pushing forward. So I'm happy with my colors here, which means that I'm going to put them on here, and then as I go forward now, we're just going to keep like kind of progressively adding colors and masking and stuff like that in pairs. That way when I get to the arms, when I get to the backpack, the propellant tanks, all that stuff, it's all the same process. I don't have to worry about going back and checking because it's going to be done at the same time. It's all going to be done in tandem. But the gloss coat, the red came out really good. The gloss coat looks super nice. I'm very happy with all that. I'm going to be painting the undersides of this, so I'll be able to show that off a little bit when I do pictures. That'll be fun. I'm going to try and show off some of the frame once the pieces are done as well. That way it's not just here it is all assembled. I'd like to show off a little bit of the frame, even though there's not a whole lot going on. It is that like it's just gray with some metallic detailing popped in. Not to say that I'm not proud of it. There's just not a lot to it. I mean, everybody's seen the Sananju or the Sazabi frame, so we'll see what happens. But I've got a lot to do. Like I said, these are the legs. The waist is over here drying. I just took it out of degreaser this morning, and we're going to let that dry overnight, possibly a little bit of tomorrow. We're going to rinse everything off, let it dry again, and then we're going to start painting that. By then, this should be done, at least with base colors. Then I can go back and I can mask everything. I can kind of keep this progressive train rolling, because then when I start priming the waist, I'm going to go do the chest. Once the chest is primed up and painted, we'll move on to like the arms, and we'll keep going. As far as overall quality, I'm not. This is a commission, so I don't know the source of this. I'm pretty sure one of these sets, because this is sold in 2 pieces. One of the sets came from Usage and Hobby, and I don't know if it's an original or a recast. But I have had on the arms and on the skirts a handful of parts that didn't quite fit right. It was very minimal. So in the next video, I'll talk about the breaks, what I need to fix, and what you should look out for. But as of right now, the legs are fine. There was a little bit of slag on some of the piston detail. Super easy to sand that out, no problem. And if seams are something you're super concerned about, there is a little bit of a seam on like the front of this, but again, nothing too major. That gets totally covered up anyway. So that is kind of at your discretion. I think in terms of the overall build so far, the only seam that I have found is on the legs, and that is where you assemble the two plastic pieces around the sides of the leg, and that kind of sandwiches together like that, and you are left with a little bit of a seam in the back. So if you want to channel that out, go ahead, but I don't think it's a huge deal, so I left it as it was. So that's it for this work in progress video. I'm going to go ahead and put our patrons on the side or on the other side or down below, whatever works easiest for formatting. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, please check the links in the description. It means a great ton. Otherwise, hit that like button and subscribe button for more content. I'm going to try and put more of these out a week so that there's more content on the channel. Tune in for live streams as long as we're on pandemic or on quarantine or whatever. I'm going to keep streaming, so hopefully you guys enjoy those. And I'll see you guys at the next video. Later.